The Voicing tab lets you choose how massive will react when more than one MIDI note is played at once. Monophone allows one note to sound at once, with the later note overriding the previous. Choose Monorotate as it differs by adding a tiny volume smooth fade to the last note as the next one begins. Under the trigger section, choose Legato Triller, so you can create different trill effects by holding one note continuously while momentarily pressing others. Trill allows smooth movement between two notes, as the ADSR envelopes only re-trigger after a gap has been left between a new note and the previous. The speed it takes to move from one note to the next for any trigger mode is controlled by Glide under the OS tab. Also known as portamento, this would be set to 0 for a piano type sound, as each new note starts exactly at the right pitch. As a personal choice, using more glide means the slower it will be to update to the pitch of the new note played. The glide time has two ways to work. Rate, a relative time to glide between notes based on the distance between the notes played. Equal, fixed with a set time between notes regardless of distance. You may find that rate mode makes it easier to create a bass line with nice variations, gliding at different speeds based on the distance of notes used. Another technique to use in moderation is the detune effect from the Voicing tab. This will create multiple versions of the oscillators as a whole and detune them an equal distance from each other. To make one duplicate, set the max and unisono numbers to 2. Turn on the pitch cutoff and detune them by using the slider. When you detune, you spread the pitch and tone out, but going too far stops them sounding as one tone. This fatness of sound will sound larger but at the same time lose definition that can help a sound cut through a track. So listen before and after detune to decide whether to apply it or not, and by how much. Wavetable position can be spread out amongst the multiple oscillator copies too. Enabling and moving the slider will make each extra voice start from a different wavetable position, creating even more harmonics and thickness. Set your pitch bend range to plus and minus 2 octaves from the OS tab. Large pitch bends are very popular in dubstep for creating larger-than-life bass parts. Pitch vibrato is useful for a more cheeky-sounding tone. Add a lot of depth to start, set the rate as you like, then back off and use it as you see fit. To create even more punch to the start of each note, a quick pitch drop to each note will really make a drum-like impact. As the pitch can be started quite high, it also avoids clashing with kick frequencies when they play together. Drag envelope 1 to the mod slot for each oscillator. Setting the range to full, the envelope shape will be similar to the initial settings used for the amp envelope, with attack, sustain and release at 0, then a short decay amount until the pitch change is fast like a drum. Then lower the attack level to control the starting pitch you're dropping from.